What's up, guys? We are back on JJS. I had to do damn. I had to do a couple takes, like just redoing the video because I didn't know what I was gonna say in it. But we are on JJS, and today's JJS tutorial is how to balance your moveset. That is right. Okay, you have no idea how many movesets I've seen, like on Creator Clash, or just like looking at YouTube videos, or on the front page of Workshop, that have some that are like that people play, and they're so unbalanced. Okay, and I just want to make a video to kind of prevent that, or not prevent. Okay, I want to make a video to what's the word? I want to make a video to kind of spread awareness on how to fix your unbalanced mess of a moveset. Okay, now I already typed shit in the chat from my previous take about what your moveset should have, but okay, I'm just gonna say it out right now. There are 3 things you should have when it comes to making a moveset. Okay, 1, your moveset should be balanced. Now, balance can mean a lot of things because each moveset has their own balance that people work around. Some movesets are meant to go against more OP, like some movesets are boss movesets, so obviously they're meant to go up against like more OP movesets. And then some movesets want to be accurate to the actual JJS characters, like all these guys. So it's gonna be very different depending on what you want to make. Okay. But just try and balance the best way you can. I think on the topic of balance, let's talk about M1 resets, shall we? Now, okay, we go to let's go to Yuji. Okay, base Yuji. He has curse strikes. Like, everyone knows curse strikes, but you do this, and then you do your little black flash bullshit combo after. But the way it works is it doesn't fully reset your M1s. Like I can't do 3 M1s and then do curse strikes and then do 3 more M1s. Okay, like I used to be able to do that in old JJS, but you can't go 3 M1s. You can't do this. You can't do that. Okay, imagine if this actually reset to my first M1. This guy would be like half already. Okay, that is this is an example of an M1 reset. Okay, now obviously we go to, let's go on this moveset. I know this moveset has a really bad M1 reset. Let's go on this real quick. Okay, Michael Jackson. I'm like 99% sure this is a non-serious moveset, but we're just gonna critique it just because. Now this move, okay, we're gonna talk about this move in particular, Smooth Criminal. Okay, with this move alone, you can do half their health. I'll show you why. I'll show the combo. You go like this, 1M1, 2M1, 3M1. Use the combo extender. And then boom, dash again, and then 3M1. Sorry, boom, and then boom, and then boom. Just with that, okay, he's already at he's already down like more than half. Okay, this is an example of a bad M1 reset. Okay, when you balance your JJS character, you should never have an M1, or you should never have a combo extender that just resets your M1s fully. Okay, this is a very exaggerated example because I don't think this moveset is serious, but you should never have something similar to this because just with this move alone, no other moves, I already did more than half of his health. I got him to orange with just M1s and this move alone. Like that is crazy. It should never do that. Okay, I guess a slightly better example of an M1 reset would obviously be Yuji, but in SkillBuilder. Okay, let's see. I made this guy. Okay, I made Bullet. We're gonna go glaze my character, guys. We're gonna go on this guy. Okay, you can do like this. Okay, first of all, my character does like barely any damage, so in that regard, it's I guess it's balanced already. But you gotta do stuff like this, and then okay, this is your M1 reset. Okay, the Bullet Blitz, the first move. This is an M1 reset, but it doesn't set back to the first one. It set back to the third one, and you also gotta do. Hold on. You got boom. Like I did the exact same thing I did with Michael Jackson, but with my move, and just look how little damage it does. Okay, I barely scratched like a quarter of his health. That's how you should balance combo extenders, or at least M1 resets, because most combo extenders, some of them ragdoll, some of them keep you upright, some of them it's just They should never just fully combo into another M1 reset, because you know that's bad balancing. Okay. The second thing you should have on your list of things to do when making a good skill builder character is power fantasy. Okay, you could have a balanced character, but if every moveset in JJS was balanced, then all of them would be boring as shit. Okay, I'm gonna keep it honest. Okay, balance is more like a secondary thing. The main thing you want to do is give the power fantasy. That's a word I learned from Overwatch. Power fantasy. Okay, you want to fulfill the power fantasy. Like when I go on workshop, we look at the most favorited move on all workshop. AV's full arsenal. Okay. This has 1.3 million favorites. Is it balanced? Fuck no. Okay? But at least it fulfills the power fantasy. You have all these guns, all these bombs, all these tanks. Okay? It is a full arsenal. It is true to its name. And it's definitely not balanced, but at least it fulfills the power fantasy. Okay? And in that regard, this is a good moveset, because at least it makes you feel powerful. Okay? Now, at first, alright, it might already seem like these two things are very hard to do, because it is, all right. It's very hard to balance. It's very hard to balance a skill builder character while also fulfilling the power fantasy. But you know, adding this third thing on top of it makes it really hard. Okay, the third thing on your list of shit you want to do as a skill builder is fluidity. Okay, you could have balance, you could have power fantasy, but you know, if your moveset isn't fluid, then it's just slop. Okay, I think one of the best examples of you know, doing these first two things but not the third thing is Dabura. Okay, this Dabura moveset, it's from like very old skill builder, but I will just use it as an example for now. So no offense to the guy that made this. I don't know if he's even still skill building at all, but like in its way it is balanced, because if I use this move, like, it doesn't do that much damage, and also, you know, this move, alright, like, when I look at that, alright, that's definitely Dabura, bro. That's definitely Dabura. It makes me feel powerful. It's balanced, but the thing is just not fluid, okay? Like, when I try and do a combo on this, I wouldn't know where to start, because it's just janky. It's janky. Like, okay, you could ignore the first two things, okay? But if you don't have the third thing, if you don't have fluidity, then you don't have a JJS moveset. Like, when I look at this Dabura moveset, I wouldn't know how to combo with it, because most of the moves just look like they're just here to be here. Okay, the worst thing you could do for a JJS moveset is make it feel janky. You should, like, even if if balance is just completely out the window, okay, you should just, like, at the very least, make your moveset, like, fluid and playable. Don't make it this Dabura moveset where you just have moves to have moves, okay? Like, when I look at these moves, I don't think about how I can't think of ways to combo with it. I'm gonna be honest. Like okay, I like, the only way I can see, like, meh, and then like this, or not even, no, like I can't think of ways to combo. It's impossible. And maybe that's just because of how janky it is for the time, but like, be honest, bro. Like, name me 5 combos you can do with this character. Like, it's all the same. It's all the same shit, bro. 9 minutes. That's almost 10 minutes. Okay, in conclusion, okay, you gotta have these 3 things when making a balanced skill builder character. You gotta have balance. First of all, okay, balance. That means different things depending on what you make, but at the very least, make it balanced, okay? Make it fair to fight against. If I'm fighting someone that's using, like, this example moveset per se, then I should have a good chance of fighting back using either the same moveset they're using or using another moveset. Make it balanced, make it fair, okay? Number 2, power fantasy. Balance is a secondary thing when it comes to power fantasy. When I'm playing the character I want, like, okay, for example, when I want to play Naoya, okay, I'm gonna want to play these two. I'm gonna most likely this. I'm gonna want to play this because this makes me feel like Naoya. I'm not gonna go on it because it's gonna take them. I'm gonna stretch the video out, but I'm gonna want to play as Naoya because it makes me feel like Naoya. Like, example, if I went to, like, page 150. I played these Naoya slot movesets. Sure, I guess it's trying to be Naoya, and I guess it's also kind of balanced because you know the moves are doo-doo stock shit. The moves are doo-doo, but it doesn't fulfill the power fantasy because it's not Naoya. Like it doesn't make me feel like Naoya in the same way this one does. Or oh wow. And then the third thing, also fluidity. You can fulfill the power fantasy, like make it so when I do the combos, it's nice. All right, when I want to feel like I earned the combo. All right, like I might be a hypocrite because you know like this character I made is pretty damn busted with all the air jiggling and stuff. But also, okay, let's go to the topic of moves because it's already up here and I just remembered. When you make moves, you should always try and go for like. You should don't just make move. Okay, look with the Dabura moveset. All right, I'm pretty sure they just made moves because they wanted it to be manga accurate. Don't do that. Okay, don't just add moves to add moves. Add moves depending on what character you want to make. Like for example, I looked up what are the main fighting game archetypes, and then the main fighting game archetypes are there's the all-rounder, there's the rush down, there's the zoner, there's the grappler, and then there's the puppet. All right, this isn't all of them. There's definitely more. But when making a character, make moves depending on what archetype you want to create. Like for example, this bullet guy I made, he's very obviously like a rush down. He's a rush down, and he's a rush down bait and punish because okay, first of all, he has double M1. He has double M1 speed for his M1, so you know he's obviously gonna win every single M1 trade he's in. And also on top of that, he has TP dashes, so. You know, for movement and stuff, and also on top of that, he has for the bait and punish, he has all these he has all these air combos and stuff, all this evasive bait. Like this is very obviously a rushdown character, my character. Okay, and I designed these moves specifically to fit this rushdown archetype. Okay, like if I go on this character, this other character I made, if I go on this other character I made, okay, obviously it's not gonna play the exact same as this character I made unless. You know, but this isn't a rushdown character. This is like a set play trapper. All right, you gotta kind of place down your traps and work with that. You should always make your skill builder character. You should always just think about like the type of character you want to make before you actually go and make it. Always kind of have an idea of what you want to do because otherwise, if you don't, you're just gonna add moves and they're not gonna fit, and it's not gonna feel good. It's not gonna feel fluid. It's not gonna It's gonna be hard to balance because you wouldn't know what to balance because all the moves do different shit. In my opinion, every character on the skill builder or like every character you make should have at least one combo extender, right? Just cause like you actually want to combo with your character. One combo ender, okay. One defensive move, and then one mobility move, okay. And then if you want, one flex move. So you can have all of these, and then the flex move could be like you could have two combo extenders or two combo enders or two defensive moves depending on what character you want. Like if I was gonna go for a zoner, if I was gonna go for a rushdown character, I'd go for two mobility moves. Like, and that's the two mobility moves I have here. My first mobility is the dash, or actually I'm on the wrong character. Like if I wanted to go for a rushdown archetype, then I would go two mobility moves. Like this is a mobility move, it's like a dash attack, and then you know I have the dash for my second. For my second mobility move. Like just go into your skill builder character with the idea of the archetype you want to make. If you want to make a grappler, you know, make grabs, okay? Make grabs. If you want to make like a zoner, you know, make ranged moves. If you want to make a set play, make traps. Don't just add a bunch of moves just to add moves. Don't give your character 4 combo extenders, for the love of God, bro. If you do give your character 4 combo extenders, not only is it going to feel really boring to play because you know, it basically just dies down to 1, 2, 3, 4, just keyboard mashing, okay? It's just gonna die down to who can mash their keyboard better. And not only will that feel boring to you, but it'll also feel like excruciatingly painful on, you know, the guy you're fighting because you just have to sit through this long ass combo you can't do anything about. That's like that's the main consensus of why you should at least like have one of each of these. All right, it is very hard to balance your moveset especially depending on what you make. So just keep in mind, not all your movesets have to be completely balanced, okay? There's when it comes to balance, there's a little leeway, there's a little gray zone where you can do your own thing depending on what you make. Because like at the end of the day, okay, nothing's really ever balanced if you really look deep enough. But at the very least, just make it fun to play. When I make SkillBuilder movesets, this guy I'm on right now, this bullet guy, he's absolutely not balanced at all, okay? I can come out there and say that. He's not balanced. But at least he's fun to play. At least it's semi-fluid. I'm not going to glaze myself that much. At least it's semi-fluid. At least it's playable. And at the end of the day, if it's fun, who cares, alright? But that's going to be it, guys. Thank you!